Have you ever noticed how some women, without saying a word or trying hard, just grab your attention? It's not about their looks, popularity, or charm. They have a special inner strength, real confidence. This isn't the fake confidence of acting perfect. It's a calm, true belief in themselves that comes from knowing who they are inside. Carl Jung, a famous thinker, said this comes from finding your true self, free from what others expect or past hurts. A confident woman doesn't just know herself, she trusts herself. This trust doesn't come from others' praise. It grows from looking inside, seeing her strengths and flaws, and accepting them all. So, what makes this amazing confidence? How do we break free from worrying about what others think? In this video, I'll share Jung's ideas and show you how to awaken your inner power. Stick around. We're about to uncover this secret together. Are you ready to meet the real you? 1. The secret, trusting yourself. Do you really trust yourself? Not when you're looking great or posting a cool photo with "I'm okay" written on it, but when you're alone, with no one watching, just you and your thoughts. Honestly, most of us don't fully trust ourselves. Even if we seem strong or inspiring, when we're alone at night, doubts creep in. We question our feelings, choices, even who we are. Jung said, people today don't struggle with faith or right and wrong. They struggle with knowing themselves. When we lose touch with who we are, we stop trusting our gut, thinking our inner voice is wrong. Imagine you're a lighthouse in a foggy sea. If your light comes from inside, you stand strong no matter the storm. But if it depends on others' approval, you get lost when things get tough. That's what happens without self-trust. You rely on others' praise or advice. You fear messing up or being judged, not because you're weak, but because you've let others define you for too long. Parents, friends, social media, or the pressure to succeed fast, they shape you. The problem is, we keep doing this without noticing. You pause before deciding, scared of being wrong. You ask everyone for advice, but still feel confused. You stay quiet when something feels off, unsure if your feelings matter. You promise to rest, but scroll on your phone late at night. You plan to exercise or write, but say, I'm too busy, or I'll do it tomorrow. These little broken promises tell you your inner voice doesn't matter. Jung called this wearing a social mask. When you don't trust yourself, you live for what others expect. You forget your true, unique self. Self-trust isn't about being loud or acting strong. It's knowing you can stand tall because you won't let yourself down. Like an old tree with deep roots, you don't need to prove anything. A woman with self-trust doesn't try to impress. She just is. Her quiet presence earns respect. Think about it. How often do you know what's right, but do the opposite? How many times does your body feel tired or stressed, but you keep going to make others happy? Ignoring your feelings splits your mind and body. Your gut gets quiet, and choices feel robotic. You're just following others' rules, not feeling like you. Self-trust isn't something you read about. It's something you live. To have it, you need to listen to yourself, not to please others, but to hear your inner voice. Self-trust is believing your feelings matter, trusting your gut, even if it doesn't make sense, and asking, what do I feel, instead of what do they think? Jung said, without self-trust, you're easily swayed or doubtful. But with it, you take charge of your mind and choose wisely. Here's the cool part. Self-trust makes you magnetic. Not in a flirty way, but in a way that draws people to your calm strength. Jung believed it's like coming home to your true self. No one can give it to you, but if you face your fears and hurts, you'll find it. Take a moment to let this sink in. Don't rush to agree or disagree. Let it sit like a seed and see what grows inside you. As self-trust starts to wake up, maybe by listening to your feelings or saying no to old habits, you'll see something clear. Every woman has two sides. One is the strong, true call of who you are. The other is the quiet pain of old wounds. The question isn't if you're feminine, it's if you're living from your inner strength or your hearts. Two, the difference, inner strength versus inner pain. Every woman has two kinds of energy. One shines and lifts you up, the other hurts quietly. One brings you closer to your true self, the other keeps you stuck, hiding behind a mask. Jung didn't call them energies, but his ideas about the anima, shadow, and becoming whole show the difference between a woman at peace with herself and one led by pain. A woman with inner strength isn't always soft or perfect. She has a quiet power that makes you feel safe around her. She doesn't fight for attention because she knows who she is. She moves like she belongs, says no without fear, cries without hiding, and loves without losing herself. She's faced her inner struggles and come out wiser, not bitter. On the other hand, a woman led by pain reacts to everything. She might look amazing or confident, but inside, she's scared of being left or not being enough. She needs others to tell her she's okay. A small rejection or unanswered message shakes her. Deep down, she carries old hurts. Jung called these complexes from childhood or past pain. They hide in your actions, words, or choices you think are random, but are really cries for healing. Imagine two women at a party. One walks in like a cool breeze, not trying to stand out, but you can't look away. Her eyes are calm. She seems at ease. The other is just as beautiful, but tense. Her eyes check who's watching. Her laugh is a bit loud, like she needs to be noticed. You feel it. One is real, the other is trying too hard. A woman with inner strength doesn't control the room. She feels it. Her presence makes others calm. Jung called this individuation, where you bring together your light and dark sides. She's not controlled by old patterns, but lives with them wisely. A woman in pain, though, is pulled by hidden fears, maybe reacting strongly to things she dislikes in herself, or chasing someone to save her. These women often repeat mistakes like choosing the wrong people, overworking, or feeling hurt, but blaming themselves. They're not weak. They're just living from pain, not their true self. In the Bible, the Virgin Mary shows inner strength. She has no big power or fancy words, but her calm presence shines. She listens to God's plan without fear and accepts it with quiet strength. Compare her to Eve, who isn't bad but acts from hidden desires. She listens to the serpent, Jung's symbol of uncontrolled urges, and makes a choice that leads to trouble. When you ignore your deeper self, it takes over. If you've ever acted because you were scared of being left out, stop. Write that moment down as a step toward living from your true self, not your pain. Nobody starts with inner strength. We all have pain and shadows. The difference is your choice. Jung said, life is about bringing light to your darkness. A woman with inner strength doesn't hide her flaws. She accepts them and grows stronger. She doesn't need to prove she loves herself. She shows it in how she talks to herself, sets limits, and doesn't give up on herself even if others do. Point three, confidence in Jung's eyes. A spark. Inside, if inner strength is living past your pain, confidence is the glow it creates. Jung didn't see confidence as fake positivity or a big smile. It's what happens when you find your center, not forced, but awakened. True confidence comes when you face your hidden fears and start becoming whole. Like a strong tree, a confident woman's power is in her roots, accepting herself, facing her fears, and trusting